believe it, I'm doing 10 things that wish I didn't exist, because I just did the 10 things that I wish did exist, and I think that'd be uploaded a few days before. So yes. So yeah, watch it, and then watch this one, because I'm doing the 10 things I wish didn't exist. And yes. So number 1 is gender. People are not frowned upon. Well, people have such a small and narrow mind when it comes to gender, and it's very uneducated, because gender isn't spoken about in schools. It's always a boy and girl toilet. It's never unisex or anything until you get to college. Then shit gets real. And number 2 is sexualities, because love is love, and you shouldn't have to give yourself a label just to be in love with somebody, for example. Because love is a beautiful creation, and it should not be frowned upon if 2 girls want to marry each other, or 2 boys want to marry each other, or a transgender and non-binary want to marry each other. Like, that should not be frowned upon, because the gender identity really doesn't matter when it comes to love. Wait, I just did the 10 things I wish did exist, and I put drugs on it, and I didn't mean to. So the 10 things I wish didn't exist. Right, 10 things I wish existed. Oh, for God's sake. Anyway, drugs, I wish they didn't exist, because they cut a lot of lives short, and some that are good of value, and some that can actually get stuff out of life. But people fall down hills and stumble down the roads that they shouldn't, because of drugs and because of alcohol, because it's all creepy. To me, drugs is a big thing, because drugs has taken a lot of people from me and so on. Also, I think it's scary how a certain thing you consume can change your behaviour, and that is creepy. Also, what's the next thing? Bullying. Wait, I'm just plugging my Apple Watch in. I just realised, and I'm very off topic. I'm just going to check this. 10 things I wish existed. Oh, okay. So, homophobic. Oh, bullying. I wish bullying did not exist at all, because it leads a lot of people to suicide, and that's not a life you want to lead. Like, imagine if your child was getting bullied, and so you shouldn't be the bully. If you're watching this and you're a bully, you're horrible, you're a horrible person. But it's your view, and you should keep it to yourself. And yes. So number 5 is homophobic comments and views. I wish they didn't exist, because they should be able to love one another, and that homosexuals should be able to be homosexuals without being judged and stuff. So there's something on my live box. Transphobic comments and views, because some of you guys don't like transgender people, and that's horrible, because transgender people, yeah, you may not believe in them, but you shouldn't be horrible to them. And racist views. I may sound racist sometimes, and that's because black people are definitely better than white people, because they say that black is just a skin colour, but it's not. Black people are so good at sports. Black people are so good at... what was it? I can't remember. But black people are just like cooler than white people sometimes, because, well, we're all good at our own thing, but some black people are really good at stuff, like really good. They're like really sporty and stuff, and white people are just like, we exist. But white people are good at some stuff, and black people are good at stuff, but the skin colour doesn't matter when it comes to views and stuff. But yeah, they say it's the skin. The parents are the problem. But they say it's the skin colour, so that's the only thing different. But it's not, because black people are cool as well. Yeah. I never wish mental health didn't exist, because it's a thing that sucks, because people have to live with it, and it's not a choice that anyone made. And when we have mental health problems, we don't have a control over our life. And I think people who are young and suffer from mental health issues, sorry, I'm so bad at this, suffer from mental health issues aren't bad themselves, they just have a bad illness. And it's frowned upon too much, because people shouldn't be taking the mick out of, or shouldn't have any views because of because of mental health issues. Like, everyone should be treated the same, and nobody should be treated with disrespect in the first place. And yeah, so I just drew a flower. Self-harm. It's not that I wish it didn't exist, I wish people didn't do it. I'm not against self-harm, but I just really don't like it. Like, I've never liked it. I don't know why. Because it's because I suffer from mental health issues myself, and I've always found ways of coping with them other than what's it called? Other than self-harm. Like, there's a lot of ways you can deal with stuff, and cutting yourself. But I think it's mainly cutting myself. I wouldn't say I'm against self-harm. It's just cutting. Like, I'm not with, obviously. But the rest I don't agree with. Because, like, for example, I could never cut myself, because that's viewable and it's visible, and people can see, and I have a lot of family, and I wouldn't want to know that they're hurt because I'm hurting and stuff. I don't like knowing people are self-harming, but it's a thing that you have to learn to accept, and I'm willing to accept it, but it's not something that I can sit there talking about, because people don't like my views on cutting. So yeah, the last one is low self-esteem. I wish it didn't exist, because the world would be a better place if people didn't have low self-esteem, because everyone would be so much better. Like, and people wouldn't suffer from mental health and eating disorders if their self-esteem was higher. You get me, bro? So yeah, but I need to go to bed because it's 20 to 11, and yeah, I'm going to put that on the floor because that's done. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow with another video. And subscribe to this channel if you want to watch my daily videos, because I'm not a daily vlogger, but I do daily videos, and I do sit down videos like this all the time. I don't know why I did that, because it's really gay. But yeah, so this is my flower that I drew. It's really good. They don't call me an artist for no reason, and right, so I'll see you later.